Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Yakuza Kiwami on the Mysterious JG. It's time to go on a date with... sorry, I'm waiting for my input to switch over my TV. With Rina, as opposed to Yui, our two basically interchangeable hostess girlfriends. One of them is a lesbian. I think that's Yui, not Rina, but I forget. And I don't remember if she's supposed to be lesbian or bisexual, but she talks about being in relationships with girls, which I guess would be extremely titillating for some guys going to a hostess club, but like our whole thing seems to be getting a relationship with them outside of the hostess club, which I mean, where does he think this is going? Whatever. I don't think she's the lesbian one though. I think the other one is. I think Yui is, but I got confused about which one's which. So, oh, Kiryu-san. Wait, the fact that I give them both the same generic female voice doesn't help. Oh, Kiryu-san. What are you doing here? I didn't agree to meet you for tea. I'm scoping out the ladies as they pass by, and if I feel a connection, I approach them. Never mind, she's the lesbian one. What the heck? You're scouting? Where's your scouter? How will you be able to tell what their power levels are? No, I'm picking them up, Heart. I just walk on over and ask if they'd like to have some tea with me. But you came up empty-handed, huh? And that's why you texted me? Well, everyone looks so busy. Most of them just ignore me. Well, they probably think you're creepy. Of course they would. If they're going to work or just got off, they're in a rush. I don't have time for a cup of tea with some random chick. Actually, I was able to pick up one girl just now. Even got her email address. I might go on a tea date with her soon. Let's see. But I'm going to hit the brakes on cruising for cuties today and settle for tea with you, Kiryu-san. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I've had like over the years, I've had friendships with. Well, actually, it's a whole side story I shouldn't get into. I had a friendship with somebody who was a lesbian who eventually became a born again Christian and now is married with kids and rejects the time she was a lesbian. And I haven't spoken to her in a long time. Um, so it went either now or in her past, she was completely deluded. I'm not sure which, but no, like back when she was a lesbian, she was kind of cool just to hang out with. And but the notion that like she would settle for hanging out with you because she couldn't find a chick to hang out with is, I don't know, I guess it's no different than like if one of your guy friends was like trying to score and couldn't, so he just ended up like getting together with you to hang out and do guy stuff, which isn't the end of the world when that happens. Okay, let's go. By the way, did you just call me some random chick? Well, you would be to someone who doesn't know you. Nope, don't know where you got that. Hey, I'll let it slide, but tease on you, Kiryu-san, Heart. Yeah, well, I figured that. You're a hostess. With the mostest. Well, I should head over to the club. There are so many cute girls waiting for me. You really like your job, don't you? Of course. Thanks for coming today. Let's hang out again another time, yeah? Well, then, I'll see you at the club, Heart. I like my job, too. My job of randomly recovering people's white bags by beating up their own boyfriends. Okay. I guess that was a barrier to advancing in rank D. Whatever. We kind of came down here to check on MesuKing anyway, so let's get that done. And then, oh, looks like I can go drink at Bantam again. So that's cool. Oh, mister, you won against the boy at the arcade on Theater Avenue. Yeah, he said he'd drop by this arcade soon. Well, what? What should I do? I don't know, play cards with him when he gets here? Calm down, he's not looking for a fight, just to play. To play? What do you mean? I mean, to play MesuKing. What the fuck do you think I mean, you weird little... Whatever. So we backfill him on what happened. I see. You're so amazing, mister. Hey there, mister. For talking with him. You even managed to become friends. No, I'm not his friend. I forced those two to become friends with the threat of physical violence. It was implied, but it was there. No big deal. Besides, you always say to make friends, right? I haven't always. To be honest, there was a time I would have given you the exact opposite advice. Oh, now we're going to get into the personal history of the professor. This could reach back as far as 7 years. Huh? What do you mean? Well, I used to go to the arcade on Theater Avenue often. Oh, yeah? Do you know Nobuo, too?
Ah, so Nobuo is the one who treated Tomo-kun terribly. The person I used to be back then, when I would go to that arcade, was famous for the wrong reasons. I was known as a player who never went easy on anyone, no matter the circumstances.
Hard to even imagine the professor I know doing that. I know you've let me win on many occasions.
But one day, after I won so one-handedly against my friend, we got into a fight. He said, "I'll never play with you ever again, Professor," so... dots.
Dots.
That's when I realized the most important thing to know about becoming a great MesuKing player is winning isn't everything.
Well, it kind of is, because I would assume I have to win all of my matches to finish this plot line, which JG is as amusing as I find MesuKing. I'm ready for it to be over soon.
Once I realized how badly I screwed up, I ran away from the arcade on Theater Avenue.
And you came to the Nakamachi Street Arcade. So what happened between you and your friend after that?
I haven't seen him since the fight. He died in a horrible accident. I blame myself. Some people say he hasn't been seen at the arcade since.
Maybe he just has better things to do. I see.
Whoever is stronger is the one who's right. Come on.
Sorry. Whoever is stronger is the one who's right. Come on. It's so simple and easy to understand. That's how it goes for adults, isn't it? You have to be able to back up your facts with your fists.
Takeru-kun!
Being friendly is boring. In MesuKing, there are winners and there are losers. Winners get to play. Losers need to leave.
You can't do that. You have to share the cabinet with everyone and take turns fairly.
Yo, old man MesuKing. Are you the same old man who won against Nobuo? And just who are you? Takeru. They call me Eternal Turned Kateru. I don't move for anyone, and I'm feared by everyone. What an annoying kid. That's not the point of the game. You think winning, being strong, lets you do what you want? That isn't what MesuKing is all about. I love this storyline. I think we are approaching the end. I love the storyline far more than the minigame that you play to advance it. Sounds like some pointless thing a loser would say. If you have a problem with how I play, why not settle it in a game? Alright. Sorry to make you wait. You're about to face a deck that has grown stronger thanks to trading hard with my friends. I believe in the heart of the cards. Now it's time to duel. Your move. Rumble Roach. Alright. I don't think anything's changed. I think we're just going with our lineup from before. And hoping that they are a grappling specialist, because that's what helps us the most. If they're not a grappling specialist, we might have to switch up our deck and play as someone who counters whatever they're good at. Oh, damn. Well, they've got the same special we do, which is... It's not too bad. It means that if we think they're going for it, we go for circle. Yeah, like we don't really have to worry about getting hit with it because we'll very rarely have any reason to use technique. Yeah, we're pretty evenly matched, actually. Okay. I'm going to try for it again and just hope they... Yeah. It might be that they are never going to open themselves up to being hit by... There we go. This is Body Slam. All right. I kind of strategized my way to victory. Now I'm going to actually go for my main attack and hope that they counter what I've done twice in a row. Nope. I think we got this. Because again, there's never a reason to with this build, There was never a reason to expose ourselves to the special of the opponent. Fight them anyway. A mantis would. Fight like the mantis. Mantis and the falcon claw. So either this is the end, or we have to fight the professor somehow, but... Darn it! This is the power of a deck made for the cards of all my friends that you've made fun of. There's no way! I've been researching the game and made this deck all on my own! That's the reason you lost. What? I improved my skill and became stronger by battling with the professor and everyone else, learning their strategies. Friendship is the key to becoming stronger in MesuKing. Only played by myself, I'd never have gotten this powerful.
Mr.
Dots! If you want to become stronger, you should believe in your friends and ask for their advice. Also, believe in the heart of the cards. I don't have any friends like that anymore. I used them as stepping stones to come this far.
Takeru-kun.
Besides, the queen won't accept this. Oh, there's a queen. Okay. So now I guess we have to do battle with the queen.
You're right.
Hime-chan! Wouldn't that be like... Hime is prince is a suffix that means princess, or maybe it's not a suffix. Tada means princess, and chan is the female diminutive, so they're calling her the little princess, basically. But she's the queen.
Thank you for your work, Takeru-san. But you must admit, it's pathetic that you'd lose to someone in another arcade. It seems your Rumble Roach's days are at an end. How disgraceful.
Queen! Yeah, queen. So it's Vamp and the queen.
You there, mister. I am the number 2 player at the arcade on Theater Avenue. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Alright, well there's at least 2 more then. Because if I defeat her, I guess I must face King or Emperor or whatever. Yeah, same. I am also the number 2 player on Theater Avenue. I don't know what's sillier, this game or me. This girl has a really confident personality. I'm into that. Wait, what the hell am I saying?
I don't have time today, so I will only say my greetings, but I would like to battle you next time. The arcade on Theater Avenue is my backyard. Our battle will take place there, provided you accept my invitation.
Uh-huh.
Well then, farewell. I look forward to seeing you soon. Ah, oh no!
What's wrong, Professor? Is it the fact that my crotch is at your head level?
Well, Hime-chan's always made me nervous.
Yeah, I know. Girls are pretty scary at your age. But you'll grow older and more confident. Always.
We go to the same tutoring center. We used to be pretty good friends, but we don't speak much anymore.
You go to a tutoring center? Loser.
How rude! It's not like I'm always at the game center. I only come here during the short time before and after my study sessions.
I didn't know. Since you seem to be here no matter what when I come.
I almost forgot. I got an extra of this card. I'm sure you can put it to good use, so it's yours.
Technique none. Raises power at critical health. Requires technique none. I can't say it's using that because right now my best warrior has striking as a specialty. So I don't know how that would work.
You didn't have to give me the...
Oh, you didn't have to give me this, but I appreciate it. Mr. Professor! Mr. comma, Professor, rather? If possible, may I play with everyone here at this arcade? No, get lost.
What are you talking about, Takaru-kun? You don't need my permission to play MesuKing or Rubble Roaches.
But you
do need one thing. You need to be friendly with everyone you play with.
Yeah, you got it. Thank you, Professor. So I guess we're just gradually winning people over to the Professor's dojo, away from these other mean guy dojos where everyone's an asshole. So our basic storyline here is that we're teaching people the true spirit of MesuKing.
It's not about looking at the cards, secretly feeling kind of funny downstairs and not knowing quite why. It's about friendship.
Alright, so let's continue to increase our technical power. So, body counter. Oh no, we must have something that only costs 50 we haven't got yet. That's what's going on. I suppose we'll continue that approach. Because we were working our way towards Snatching Strike, but this is also one triangle, then triangle, triangle. Uses up the heat gauge, though. I think I'll wait until I get to 85 and work towards this other thing. Alright, well, we'll throw down a save, because again, I dread accidentally having to replay a MesuKing section. It sure would be messy if we messed up MesuKing. That's the kind of wordplay that makes me want to kill myself. Alright, so I guess there's another arcade after all. Or are we going back to this arcade now? No, Theater Square, that's where they said. Okay, so we just got to alternate between arcades as the story advances. But she's queen, the second best player at that place, which means we've got to have at least 2 MesuKing fights left in the story, because one of them will be against her, and surely after we defeat her, the most powerful warrior of that theater arcade will appear. And I have a feeling there's probably 3 story battles left, because probably after all that, the professor challenges to one last battle for supreme mastery. That is my guess. I have not read spoilers on the MesuKing story. I even looked up MesuKing in the Yakuza wiki just for information purposes. There's like very little detail on it. It's like, yeah, it's a minigame. You can play it if you want to.
Why, mister, you're here. But as I figured, he's not with you.
Oh, she's got a crush on the professor.
No, nothing. Have you finished preparing?
Yep. Yeah, I'm ready for my beating, queen.
It seems you finished preparations.
She's one of those queens. Surfall and I learned about those queens in Space Girl, you know, whatever the fuck that game's called. Galaxy Frontline Unite.
It seems you finished preparations. The deck I play is called the Queen of Theater Square. Remember its name because it's about to sire you.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds dirty. We haven't gotten any new cards that are like this one's close. If I wanted to go grappling, I would go with this one. Or this one. Minamami Cicada. Do I have anybody who's really like? Yeah, you're really good at if I wanted to go with throwing. Like, I've kind of got a card to use that would be best depending on my opponent's specialty. But for right now, until I know otherwise, let's keep going with Devil's Flower Mantis. So this, Last Resort. No. Judah, yep. Alright, so now what is your specialty tactic? Queen, it would have been funny if Queen plays with a male dressed up in sexy outfits. Okay, so she's good at blue, so we probably, if we don't just win here on our first try anyway, we want to switch to, we're not going to get to use our special. So we probably want to consider switching over to someone who's good at yellow. The other thing is just hope that because she knows she's good at countering our special, she keeps trying to use her special. But that is not, in fact, what happened. At some point, it's just luck. Like, it's rock, paper, scissors. You can do a certain amount of, like, prepping and stuff, but at the end of the day, like, if your opponent just chooses rock and you choose scissors, you're gonna lose. But I pretty much never... It's never going to be safe for me to go for my special. So I just kind of alternate between the other two. If I go for my special and she goes for her special, which she should be motivated to be trying fairly regularly, she just wins. Because I lose when this happens, but I don't lose, like, a fuck ton of points. You know what I mean? Okay, that's not getting us anywhere. Fuck. I kind of thought she might do this because she hasn't done it yet. So if I get out of this alive, I have to go for my finisher. There's no particular reason that she would, it's not likely to work. Actually, no, that's stupid. That would win it for me in one shot, but there's almost no chance that... Oh, fuck, I would have won if I went for my finisher! I should have gone for... I can't believe it. I actually should have gone for... It's last resort. Yeah, I actually should have gone for my finisher. It seemed like a really high risk, high reward strategy, but they're like, oddly enough, 3 times in a row she went for the thing where my finisher would have worked. And I just refused to use it. Too bad. It's pretty apparent to me I could have won that one with a little bit of luck, so I'm not going to change my...
Oh my, I'd heard you were supposed to be strong. I can't allow you to be so weak. He's much stronger.
What's that mean?
No, nothing. More importantly, have you ever beaten Takeru-san before? Yes, I understand. You're not at your full power today. Please come have a rematch with me when you're feeling better.
I guess in some sense, I should be throwing these matches to get the optional you lose dialogue, but... Yeah, this... I could have won, and I didn't. It's not like I was so underpowered that I would have needed to be extremely lucky to win. I just needed to be a little luckier than I was. So I'm not going to bother to, like, reconfigure. But I could. I could switch to where we're really good at the blue attack, and that would make this... it would make it easier, but I'm not going to bother. If I lose again, we'll reconfigure and get good at the blue attack. Or rather, the yellow attack is what I would want to get good at to beat her. All right. It's stupid. I'm going to go for my special. All right. I thought she might counter what I did last time. So this should give us basically an insurmountable advantage. I'd have to really screw up several times in a row to lose now. So I'll just try to avoid taking damage from her finisher. Because now she'd be motivated to try her finisher. Now, okay. Last resort. It gives her extra power. Ouch. Come on. Alright, we got it. So I'm not sure what's going on with the last. Maybe I should be using a last card somewhere. Like, if I pick a card with Last Resort, and then do I get to pick another card to be my default attack? In this fable, the grasshopper didn't plan for winter, but the ant did. Guess who survives? Oh, God. The grasshopper and the ant is a legit fable, but, like...
I lost.
Well, we're 1-1. We have 1 win, 1 loss each. We could do a rubber match. She doesn't seem quite like the other kids. There's something more female about this child. I suspect this child may belong to a different gender than the male children I have played.
I thought if I managed to beat you, I could fight Hiroshi.
Hiroshi? Never heard of him. Oh, she's got the hots for, Oh, that's the professor's real name, probably, yeah.
He was with you in the arcade on Nakamichi Street.
Oh, you mean the professor? I didn't know his name was Hiroshi.
He's ashamed of it, and rightfully so. Wherefore art thou, Hiroshi?
Haven't you been the professor's friend for a while now?
Yes, Hiroshi and I used to go to the same tutoring center, but I haven't seen him at all lately.
Oh no, he's skipping out on his tutoring sessions. He stopped going to the lessons, then.
Yes, he won't come to this arcade anymore either. When I heard he was at the other arcade, I went to see him, but I think he's avoiding me. I could hardly even catch a glimpse of his face, let alone talk to him.
I remembered in the middle of this that she talks in a lower register than the professor himself. This is starting to sound depressing. I really should disengage from this children's game. I'll talk to the professor. Tell him you were worried.
Huh? No, you don't have to. It feels kind of embarrassing.
He must have a reason he's acting this way. Just give him time to figure it out.
Mister, I understand. I'll leave it in your hands then, now that I've sired you. Here, if you'd like, please use this for me. I only use butterflies after all.
Wasp King, you are amazing. So Wasp King is very similar to the one we already have, except good at grappling rather than striking. Same health. Better technique, I guess. I said I would talk to him. I should keep my word. Or maybe I shouldn't be making these weird promises to children that I don't really know. I got enough experience points, thanks to that, to get a new technique. So let me not get something that costs 50, because my whole point is holding out for this. Oh, no, it's 85. I don't have it quite enough yet. Okay, never mind. All right, well, I think we're fully committed to MesuKing. But I feel like we've also hit the point where you hit this point in the middle where like you're expected to go find MesuKing cards before you're allowed to advance the MesuKing story. But I believe I'm thinking now. I've got a hunch that you're gonna like being my lunch. I'm 54. I've got a hunch that we now have the ability to see MesuKing through to the end. Like I don't think we're gonna hit a point where we have to advance any non-MesuKing content before we can finish the MesuKing story. And that being the case, we're going to call it a video for now. When we come back next time, I'm kind of committed to just finishing MesuKing and being done with it forever. But the good news is that once we've done that, other than running into random side quests, I really think at that point, finally we'll be advancing the main story. We're going to run out of other stuff to do. Like, I'm not going to just, hey, you know what, let's do like 5 videos worth of dates with Rui and Runa and Yui, who combined form into Yuna, the summoner / Galaxy Froy line. No, but yeah, let's see if we can finish off MesuKing once and for all. Similar to how once I really got committed to the slot car racing, I just wanted to knock it out. I think we're doing the same thing with Rumble Roaches. I'm talking about the Yankee Roach, and we'll probably finish that in the next video or two, maybe. I guess we'll find out together, folks. Bye-bye.